The lovely Kay and I have returned to Bali, and we've come back to Sanur, and this time we're staying in the Gazebo Beach Hotel, which you can see the sign up there. Now what I plan to do is a little wander through this hotel and show you its various facilities. This is an older style hotel. In fact, it was one of the very first resort hotels in Sanur, and actually the lady Sri, who works on the reception desk, was telling me yesterday she's actually worked here for 34 years, since the early 70s. Anyway, this is walking through from the main street. It goes right down to the beach, and we're heading towards the reception area. And off here, I'm not sure, they have a number of different rooms, different room styles. I'll try and show you various ones and explain as we go. And this is reception here. Good morning. Selamat pagi.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm just doing some video. And they have a sitting area here. Beautiful. And a library. This is the first swimming pool off the main entrance area. It's probably less than 20 meters from that reception area. I should tell you that the pools are extremely warm because they sit in the sun all day, and it's like stepping into a bath. This is Coco's Beach Restaurant, which I don't think is in operation. I certainly didn't see anything happening this last couple of days. And we'll go down this way to the saver rooms. Now, Kay and I rather, had booked this room, a saver room, through Agoda, not realising I didn't read the fine print. To get to them, you walk through this little labyrinth, and all the saver rooms are in a big block down this alleyway thing here. I'll just walk down and then walk back. When we arrived 2 nights ago, we were allocated this particular room, number 231, and we went inside. It was quite small, but the air conditioning was going and it was fine. But what we discovered was there was no tea and coffee facilities. This room comes without breakfast. You don't pay for breakfast with this one. And the shower was actually one of the old style baths, and it was so deep that the lovely Kay wouldn't have even been able to step into it with her hip. So we quickly said, look, we can't stay in here. Can you issue us another room? And now we come into another area, which is where our room actually is. You can see the beautiful gardens here. And now I'm heading towards the second pool. Nice shady areas here. And that's the second, what I would loosely term the main swimming pool. And believe me, that is like stepping into a bath. If you had soap, you would have a nice bath there. And over through this way is our third room that we actually have occupied in 2 days, which is room number 278. This one. We've been playing musical rooms. This is the second room that we've had since we arrived here at 10 o'clock or something last night, and we're now in the process of moving. The reason being that the first room was had a shower that looked like a bathtub. Kay couldn't get into it. This one was given to us, but the air conditioning is horrible. And this is the bathroom through these doors. It's okay. As you can see, we've been occupying it. There's a bathroom there, and then there's another bathroom shower thing out here. Right, typical old Balinese style. But it's quite uncomfortable. The water pressure is no good. So we've actually done a deal, and we're now moving to our third room. 278 is I don't know what they call them. They have a name for all of these particular bungalows and things, but I'd just call it a little bungalow. And it's adequate, let me say. It's not luxurious by any means, and the air conditioning is having trouble coping with the actual heat and humidity because it's very, very hot when you go in there. Now I'm just walking away from 278 and down another path. We'll come to the edge of the pool, and we're going to come into the breakfast restaurant, which is the Warung Gazebo. This in its heyday would have been a pool bar, certainly not in operation now, and this hotel does not have alcohol sales at all anywhere in it. So if you have a meal here, you haven't got any grog. And this is where we had breakfast, which is plain and simple. Eggs any way you like them, toast, jam and butter, and coffee and tea. Oh, and some fruit. So here it is here, the breakfast setup. Toast machines, coffee. Order the eggs from the girls, and away you go. They also have this outdoor dining area where, if you wish, you could partake of your breakfast, but you'd have to drag it a long way. And then we walk down towards the sand. As you can see, it's nice and shady, and up there is the Gazebo Beach Cottages and Villas sign. I actually took this on a video when we came here in October of last year. And we'll do another little walk down that way soon. But here we are. And this is where we could, if we wished, lie down under the umbrella and have a look over to Sanur, or up towards Candid way up that coastline. Okay, as it's early morning, we'll now walk down and I shall show you the area around the gazebo. Next door to the gazebo is the Elora Groups of Resort. They have a nice little pool there. And this is Memories Sanur Club. I did do this walk last year, but it never does any harm to do it again and show people where things are if they decided to stay in the Gazebo Beach Hotel. And of course this is a really nice walking path. And here is, I'll tell you in a minute when I see the sign again. The Tanjung Sari, of course. Cape of Flowers. Batu Bata restaurant. This is Gazebo Beach Hotel. I did look at this one. Basaki to stay here. There's a dog over there, quite unhappy. Now this little place over here, behind the curtains, I think you can make out the blue cushions on the chairs, is where we had dinner last night, and it's a little place called Arena, and it was very pleasant sitting there up on the chair up there. The Arena seaside. It's part of this hotel, obviously. And last night they had live music by a fellow called Benny, who was playing all the popular hits of the 70s and 80s, and he was very, very good. It's the Arena is attached to this Gria Santrian hotel, and the guys are doing some pool repairs over there with a grinder. The Gria Santrian. Very busy too this morning. Everybody's up and getting breakfast right now. We've already had ours. We're always first off the rank at 7 o'clock in the morning. Never do that at home. And then you have next to the Gria Santrian, the Bali Japun massage, Bali massage. And then this is the Villa Shanti Hotel. Villa Shanti. Get under the trees. Oh, the gym junkies are at work doing their exercises, that's good. And here's this massive big tree that I came under last year.
Don't lean left or right. Come down. Equal weight on the feet.
Oh, I'm listening to the instructions. They sound like the guy wants to break your back. Ooh, that's painful in this heat. Now, just of course up there is the that Tanjung Sari, was it the last one? We passed down and now we're coming to the, oh sorry, a Tanjung Sari. This is Tanjung Sari here as well. Can't remember the name, I keep passing these hotels. Anyway, you'll work it out. Yes. Now, the word Hapura. This was a place I was a bit puzzled by last year, but it's actually like a big, well, sort of like a function centre. It has meeting rooms, it has swimming pools. I'm not sure whether you can stay here. Obviously you can, because there are people up at the pool. So last year I think this place was closed, so it's obviously reopened. The word Hapura. Beautiful. That must be the meeting rooms. And here we are. It is. When in doubt, read the signs. Just the same as when you buy some new equipment, read the instructions first. It always helps. Good morning. I'm just looking at your coffee menu.
Yes.
But unfortunately, I've just had coffee. But I'm taking note. Oh, you've got promo today too.
Yes.
Okay, because lunchtime will arrive sooner than we think.
Yes, Indonesian food.
Indonesian food, love Indonesian food.
Yeah.
You have all the ones that I like.
Yeah. Nasi goreng, nasi campur, soto ayam.
Soto ayam. Beautiful. We're having a nice chat with that lovely young lady there from the word Hapura. It was actually open last year, but and you can book and stay there, so I might have a look now. Here we are, the Lagawa Hawa. Like Hawa. Hotel. Now, Crema Cafe. These, of course, are all hotels from down from the Gazebo Beach, which I would term to be at sort of right now the extreme northern end of Jalan Pantai, Jalan Tamblingen, Danau Tamblingen. Now, according to that sign there, that's the Ice Hotel. Somebody's burning off over there. Look. Pollution! And now I'm back in familiar territory because we're about to come down to Jalan Pantai Karang, I think, which is the road up towards Swastika Bungalows. Oh, there's more gym junkies down here. My God, they're fitness fanatics. Look at this. Come on, pat your ass. It's mass hypnosis, look. Yep. Pantai Karang. We're going to go and have a look at this. Oh, there's the guru. I wonder if this is classed as a ceremony. Now I'm going to walk past back to up Karang towards Swastika and then turn right. Well, as we leave the main drag on the beach, the last thing, that's quite scary. It's almost like a cult. They were all yelling and clapping and screaming and chanting. Mass hysteria. Anyway, we've been here before. So we'll wander up the lane again. Now I may have shown this one in my last video last year. This is Villa Nandi. There's a lot of, I think, little homestays off this Pantai Karang. This is opposite Villa Shante. Number 5, what does it say? Yeah, it's just number 5, Pantai Karang. But there are little homestays that I've actually seen on YouTube, and they are really nice little places. I don't know whether we'll get access to any of them. I wouldn't think so. This is another building called Papua. Well, that could be an embassy or something. Oh, look at that. Inside, oh, very flash. Oh, here's a coffee shop. Neoman. And coffee shops. And we're going to make our way out onto Tamblingen, which is almost like coming home. And off to the left is one of our little favourite cafes, Cafe Smorgas. Although we're a lot further down this time, so with Kay's leg I don't know whether we're going to be able to make it down here for a morning coffee. Just down there is Swastika Bungalows, where the taxi is just passing, and we're going to head north again on Tamblingen. That's the Cocoa Mart, which inside in there is a currency exchange. To the left of the doors, little booth run by the Bank of Indonesia. you will always get the current rate, the proper current rate, and everything is secure in there. Unlike some of these others where, and I will give you an example, a money changer says authorised money changer down there. They're showing a rate of 10,095 rupiah per dollar. As an example, yesterday the rate from the bank in that shop over there was 9,675. Today it's 9,650, but that is the official rates. Any other rates that you may see here in Bali, you open yourself up to a little bit of jiggery-pokery, if you like. I've read so many accounts of people getting ripped off. Now in here is the Bread Basket Cafe, the bakery shop. You can get breakfast in there apparently, and lovely little place. I haven't been in, but I will go in there. And we're just doing our little walk. Here is the front end of the Laghawa Hotel. This is Anamali Cafe. Breakfast is easy.
Good price, yeah.
No, thank you. I've got my transport. It's called Two Legs. Okay, this is part of Word Hapura, I think. Anyway, he's a big boy. Over there is Casablanca nightclub. Happy hours, live music, the best food, most colourful place in Sanur. So here we are, man hard at work painting the gates at Word Hapura. And over there, Swiss Bell Hotel, or Bell Resort, Swiss Bell Resort. Flashbacks, bungalows and room. The Porch Cafe.
Yeah. Or did you want to go?
Oh My Thai cuisine. The Pregina, crispy duck and Balinese food. Ooh, there's Oh My Thai. Order now on Grab Food. Le Croissant are hiring. Obviously not open. And this is the Wicked Parrot. This is an Irish place. And they have live music apparently. We're open at 3 PM till 11 PM. Check them out on Google Maps or YouTube or wherever. Here is the Gria Santrian entrance on Jalan Tamblingen. I think I said before that the Gazebo Beach Hotel is basically at the north end of this Jalan Tamblingen, and that's where we're walking north. When I came out at Jalan Pantai Karang, I consider that to be almost the centre of Jalan Tamblingen. So anybody who's looking to book hotels, if you look on Google Maps and you come across, say, Swastika Bungalows, that is about the dead centre. And that's actually from either end, from if you were to come out of the, say, Swastika Bungalows and turn right, you end up going south and you go down to all the really swanky fancy hotels down that way, which I haven't been to today. Or if you turn left as you come out of Swastika and you head north, you will pass those places that I've actually pointed out today. Now across the road there is the Rib Warung steak. We've eaten in there last year and that was really nice if you want a steak. And that's not too far from where I'm staying, so that's another possibility this trip. And of course there's the inevitable Starbucks, which is here. And I don't know if they're, yes, 6:30 to 10:30 we're open. I don't normally go in Starbucks, but I might partake of the air conditioning. Well, I've had my coffee and now I'm going to leave Starbucks and we're going to go back to the hotel and I might have a swim in the pool. Yeah, we've got to slide the door. Okay, next door to Starbucks, of course, is this restaurant Soya. I've had a nice iced coffee, so I'm quite relieved. You carry on, madam, that's fine. You're now going to be on YouTube. And across there is My Bar and Restaurant. And here is a mini market and also the grog shop, Bottle Avenue. Beer, wine and spirit, and an M-Mart. Over there, Pizza in the Gria. There's a sign. Is that a pizza shop? Cheeky Monkeys Learning Centre. You can put your kids in there and leave them. I wonder if they do that for the whole holiday. Put the kids in the learning centre. Okay. The entrance to the Beachside Beach Hotel and Restaurant. We saw that from the rear end. Everybody is looking for staff. Across there I'm looking for bar restaurant business partners. He's looking for business partners, not staff. And here is the Tanjung Sari entrance. So we're doing the grand tour. That's the entrance to the hotel down there. Over there is a chemist shop. Healthcare. That is restaurant. And here we are back home to Gazebo Beach Cottages. So we've now done the full circle and I'm going to the pool. Okay, so this is our third room now. This is room 278 and I haven't got any lights on. Just wait a minute while I turn the light on. I'm just shutting the door because the air conditioning is on. And there's a light. Now, this once again is this little bungalow type room. It's different. This is the bed. There is a sofa, some standard lamps, of course, and this is a weird setup. This has we don't watch TV, but it has its fridge there. And then there is a funny little sink down that area there with the kettle. This has a kettle, and this room comes when you pay for it, you get breakfast. There is this cabinet here, which behind is a safe, an in-room safe. It has some hanging space, but not very much. And this particular unit divides off the bathroom. If I remove my towel, my beach towel, or pool towel, then we go through this curtain, and as you can see, it's all wide open. So that poor air conditioning unit there is having to cool the whole room. And this bathroom, it has a bath. This is the rear end of that cabinet with the safe in it, which is actually in the bathroom. We have some hanging space, and then we have a toilet, and then we have a skylight up here with an extractor fan there, which I've left on because I have a theory that if you leave the extractor fan on, it will suck the hot air out and the cold air should be able to get down onto the floor. And there is a corner shower, and then they have this hinky little wash basin which is made of stone, but you'll notice that moves, so when you turn that tap on, it actually drips off the edge and down onto the floor. But hey, it's Bali. Anyway, that is the third room which we actually had to negotiate, and I had to pay extra money, of course, to the tune of probably another $300 odd just for the privilege of having this room. But anyway, I'm not complaining, it's Bali and it does the job. So that's our story so far. Okay, to summarise the Gazebo Beach at this stage, and I've been here now, well, we arrived on Tuesday evening very late, so today is Thursday, Wednesday, yesterday and today, and it's only 10:30. Would I stay here again? Short answer, no. Would I recommend it to people? Yes, with reservations, and those reservations are, A, if you book, you need to know what type of room you're getting. It's a very old hotel, and let's start with the saver rooms. The saver rooms are those little ones that I showed you earlier in this video, where they're down a back alley, so to speak, within this resort. They are close enough to the pools, they're all within walking distance of course, but within the room itself they are very small, and the saver rooms do not come with tea and coffee making facilities. They are the bare essentials, bare minimum. No tea and coffee, as I say, no kettle, and the shower, and if you call it a bath, it's like a great big square, almost like a kid's wading pool. And Kay told me that she thought it was about a metre step down. I didn't actually look at it, but it's pretty deep. And for those who have trouble or mobility issues, they're definitely a no-no. The other rooms, they did take us and we looked at one of their premier rooms, which was I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the most expensive, and it was quite nicely furnished. And in fact, I think a previous video on YouTube where a fellow walked through this resort. He did go into that particular room, and that was actually the one that we looked at. They're all decorated in the old Bali style, and that's okay if you want to go backwards in time. Let me get back to you in a minute. What I was going to say there is, if you want to step back in time, that's fine. It is like the old Bali, because the doors all have gaps and things, and that does not help the air conditioning. That particular room that I was talking about also had a balcony. Once again, nice, but because of the design, the air conditioner was sort of at the side of the bed but off to one side, as most of them are in these resorts. And if you're looking to keep the room fairly cool, personally I like the air conditioning to be blowing right on top of me. But unfortunately, with most of the rooms that I can see in this particular resort, they don't actually work that way. And that's just how it is. But that particular other room, it's a big room, and it had a balcony on the top, but you had to access it with a stairway, and I actually walked up there. There's no way Kay would have got up the stair to sit up on the balcony. And coming down, even for me, and I'm reasonably fit, it would have been a bit of an effort. So we sort of knocked that one on the head also. And then we came, of course, to this particular room here. Now, having spent the last night in this room, yesterday, after we'd moved in, it was incredibly hot. The air conditioning really struggles to cope. The easiest way for me, and as I suggested to Kay, is to go and have a swim in the pool and let the air outside and the breeze, if there is any, dry you off and evaporate that. When you do come back into the room, it does feel considerably cooler than the outside. But these air conditioners are really, really struggling with the heat and the humidity in here, and the design of the rooms don't suit. Now, the pool. Both pools, as I probably have mentioned, it's like stepping into a warm bath, and I'm not kidding, it is like a warm bath. I've actually this morning just been in there, and the temperature from yesterday is marginally cooler. I found that there is a shower off to the side of one of the main pool, and when I actually turn that on, that water is considerably cooler, and that's more refreshing, but you couldn't stand under there all day. So that's also another bit of a problem with this resort. But it's not an uncommon problem, and I believe also that the swastika bungalows, where we have stayed twice, have the same problem, but I can't remember the pool being quite as warm as this particular two pools in this resort are concerned. So once again, that's a bit of a drawback as far as this can be for me. Now, the other thing is breakfast. The saver rooms that I mentioned before you don't pay for breakfast with those, so you're free to go off and buy your own breakfast somewhere. The breakfast that's included here, as I think I may have mentioned previously, is very, very basic. It's tea, and coffee, some fruit. I think I covered that in a scene as we walked through the restaurant. So, but pretty basic. But I don't know how much you're paying for it. And, it would be on a par with their standard restaurant prices. So you're probably paying, maybe between $7 or $8 a person. Whether that's good value, I don't think so. But anyway, it's enough to get you going in the day. Other things, the staff. Well, like the staff in virtually every resort that I've ever been in Bali, they are beautiful people and certainly can't complain. The lady on the reception desk that helped me yesterday in changing rooms, and they're very, very patient because I can be quite demanding. Sri at the reception desk, beautiful lady, and she managed to negotiate certain discounts for me and Kay over our issues that we were having. And we can't speak more highly of the staff in this resort. So that's certainly a plus. The other thing, of course, is the gardens, and the gardens are absolutely beautiful. It is an older style resort, as everybody says, and I've taken you through so you can see for yourself, but it's really, really very pleasant surroundings. And the other plus with the resort, of course, is, as you have seen previously, is it is actually on the beach, and you can go down there and you can sit on the beach and spend the day down there if you wish. So that is something that, say, the swastika bungalows don't have. It may mean a lot to some people. I don't care if I don't sit on a beach anyway. I'm not a beach person, but you know, that's another plus. So that people have to make up their own mind. I don't actually even know now how much I'm paying. I think this particular room has now worked out to be about $80 a night, which for $80 a night in the off season is not real good as far as I'm concerned. Certainly if you go next door to these big plush resorts, you're probably paying $150, but that's one of the reasons probably that this hotel attracts Australian pensioners who come here. And you know, I spoke to a fellow yesterday in a room just up the road there in the same resort, and he was paying $75 a night, and it's basic. So people have to make their mind up. But for value for money, yeah, I guess it's just on a par. You probably can get better deals, but once again, as I say, it's up to the individual. So with that, that's enough about the gazebo, and thanks for watching. Okay, day 3, we're in the Raspati Hotel, next door to Green, wherever we are, and we're going to have lunch. So this is where we are, sitting on the beachfront. Oh, there's Kay, the lovely Kay. Hello, lovely Kay.
Hello.
And it's not very busy today. Everybody's lying down there on their sun lounges. They're obviously Raspati guests. It's a beautiful day, but it's stinking hot. So we're going to have beef nachos for lunch. Okay, Raspati Hotel, and we've got nachos, and have a look at that. Look at the bintang. And the lovely Kay has a very nice cold iced tea. Bon appetit. Well, we're into our third day. Actually, it's Thursday. And yesterday we had the air conditioning mechanics come around and look at this air conditioner. They regassed it twice. You can only set it to 18 degrees Celsius. And it is just not able to cope with this size of room. So this morning I've gone out and I went down to the hardware section of the supermarket, and I bought this rinky-dink little cheap Chinese fan for, what was it, $9, 89,000 rupiah. And hopefully this will be able to keep Kay at least with air, because last night she had to sleep virtually under that air conditioner up there, which is, where am I here? We pulled this couch out and she had to sleep sort of with the air blowing down. It seems quite cool now. I mean, I actually took the filters out of the top up there and I cleaned them out. They weren't that dirty, and I had a good look at the elements and the fins, and they actually did seem to be in reasonable condition. So it looks like it's just the actual high heat and humidity, and the temperature here in Bali at the moment is averaging 32 degrees Celsius. And when you look at the Weather Bureau, they have these strange descriptions which say, it feels like 38. Well, let me tell you, it feels like 38. Anyway, hopefully we've solved the problem. There is the little fan going, and I will test it out later and see if that works. I also had to buy a extension 5-metre extension lead because the only plug points are over here behind, you can't see that, but they're over there behind the fridge, down in there somewhere where you see that wire going. Well, the saga of the air conditioners in these rooms continues because we're now moving into our 4th room, which is now 276. And the strange thing is, this was a room where a gentleman was staying when we arrived, or the day after we arrived, and we asked him about the various rooms, and he showed us in this one. And it's smaller, but it has less gaps, and the air conditioner blows straight onto the bed, which is fine by us. It has a safe behind the doors of that cupboard there, and a fridge and a TV, the normal stuff. And the bathroom is a lot smaller, but that's fine. The only thing it doesn't have, and we've just, I've actually just come up here to check because we're moving in now, is a kettle. That's not a kettle over there, that's a cold water jug. So we'll bring the kettle from the other room. Crazy. Wait, there's more. To continue the saga of the air conditioning. The air conditioning in that room there, 278, which we just moved into a few hours ago, is now on the blink. And the people here have decided they're giving us this room here, which has a brand new air conditioning unit in it. It's probably one of the newest in the whole complex. So we've come in. This is the room, and we haven't even explored it. All we're interested in is whether that air conditioner is working, which it appears to be. We can see up there it's 16 degrees C, and they've only just turned it on 5 minutes ago. Now I'm going to look in here because I don't even know what's in here. Oh, this is the bathroom. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh man. Well, this is flash. Crikey. God. This is beautiful. But it's hot. And then I guess that's a toilet. Holy hell, yep, that's a toilet and bathroom in there. Let's turn the light on and have a look. Yep. Well, I must admit, these people are really, really trying their damnedest to keep us Aussies satisfied. Anyway, there's the lovely cave. We're going to move in now.